All right, welcome everyone. It's that awesome time of week where we go over our science lesson. So for this week, we are piggybacking off of last week's lesson, which was hygiene as it relates to COVID-19. So this week, we're going to be talking more about how hygiene affects our body in general, okay? So just a brief overview of what hygiene is, as well as the ways that we can take care of our bodies since we are growing up and we're maturing, right? So before I get too into those aspects, let's review what hygiene is, okay? So hygiene is all the things that we do each day to keep our bodies healthy and clean. So that word healthy, that gives you a huge indicator that hygiene has a very close, intimate connection to your overall health and well-being. So we really want to pay attention to our hygiene, okay? Now I know in middle school and elementary school we covered more of the basics of hygiene, which is brushing your teeth, right? Taking a shower. In middle school, we also emphasize using deodorant because you guys are going out to PE, you're going out for about 52 minutes, right? And you start to sweat a lot. Now that you are going through something called puberty, your bodies are maturing and they require different hygiene tools and different hygiene practices. And so we're going to talk about what those are. So for today, I'm really going to focus on smelling good, staying clean, so those are my two main things, okay? So like I said before, you guys are teenagers now. You're entering high school. High school is a very interesting period of your life. It's very exciting, but your body itself is going through a lot of changes, a lot of hormonal changes, okay? You might be going through a growth spurt, so you're getting taller. You might notice that your voice is getting deeper, or for girls, your voice might get a little higher pitched. You might also notice some physical changes to your body besides height, right? And those are all completely normal. There's nothing wrong with any of that. And if you have any questions about what those changes feel like, or you want to talk more in depth about it, I highly suggest you talk to your mom and dad, maybe even talk to your doctor. They can tell you more about ways to take care of those physical aspects of your changing body. But I'm going to talk about smelling good and staying clean. Now that you're in a high school setting, you're around a lot more students, okay? And so we want to feel our best. We want to have good hygiene. We want to smell good. We want to look clean, okay? So I'm going to show you a few products that you're going to be using now that you're in high school, if you haven't already. So I know we've covered taking a shower at, middle school and elementary level, but you might want to start using some scented body wash, right? This one is formulated just for men. There are also versions made for ladies. But if you want to use the men's version or if you want to use the ladies' version, that's totally okay. These products, they help to rid your pores of oil, which can build up and cause acne, which doesn't feel good and doesn't look great. And it also, again, it makes you smell good. So that is an added plus. You should definitely shower and use body wash after you exercise, when you get home from school. Just any time that you feel that your body needs it, okay? Taking a shower is always a positive thing. Another thing that you might use in the shower or when you're going to bed or waking up in the morning is face wash. Face wash, kind of like body wash, keeps our pores clean and open. Like I said before, you're going through puberty. You might be experiencing something called hormonal acne, which has to do with the hormones in your body and the way that they're changing. One thing that you can do to battle hormonal acne is to use face wash, right? Face wash in conjunction with face lotion. You want to make sure that your face is moisturized because dry skin tends to break out more. There are oil-free moisturizers if you tend to have oily skin, or if you're like me and you have dry skin, you can use an intensive hydration moisturizer, all right? So you could ask your mom and dad about this. There's some really good brands at Walgreens and Target that are pretty cheap. And like I said, it's taking care of you, all right? That's part of you staying clean and also smelling good. A lot of these products, if you don't like the smell, you can get fragrance free. But if you like the smell, sometimes they smell good too. All right. Another thing, this is a huge part of smelling good. There is something called cologne and perfume. So cologne and perfume are both used. We spray it on our bodies. It helps us to smell good, all right? And what I would recommend is spraying 2 to 3 spritzes, okay? You can do 1, 2 on your neck, maybe 1 over here near your armpits. That's totally fine. But using cologne is something that I would suggest doing now that you guys are getting older. There's also Axe body spray. It's whatever you're comfortable with though. If you don't want to use cologne, that's totally fine. But this is something that kids and students your age typically use. Cool? So this is a cologne. You can use perfume if you're a woman, or if you're like me, I like cologne. I think cologne smells better, so this is what I use. Speaking of underarms, deodorant. Most of my students from Miss Morris's class at March Middle, you're familiar with deodorant, right? We put some on before and after we go to PE as we're changing out of our clothes. What deodorant does is it keeps our underarms smelling good, and it also has the effect of reducing perspiration. Perspiration is just sweat. Sweat is totally normal. You can get sweaty from walking outside. You get sweaty, of course, from working out. And so deodorant helps keep us fresh and smelling good and staying clean. It does both. There are different types of deodorant. There's male and female deodorant. There's natural deodorant if you don't want any of the chemicals or anything in other types of deodorant. So this is one, Axe. This is what a lot of boys use, right? So you could try using deodorant. And I would suggest doing 3 to 4 swipes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? So don't do too much because then it'll stick on your clothes. I highly recommend getting a clear one because oh goodness, like the deodorant that has a white top, it's more opaque and it will show up on any dark colored clothing, which can, you know, look a little odd when you're walking out of the dressing room. All right, this is a razor. I'm showing you this simply because a lot of boys and girls in high school use a razor shaving blade, either to keep their faces clean, right? Some of you might start growing a beard. It's hormonal hair and that's totally normal. Or sometimes ladies use it to shave, of course, their underarms and their legs. Before you ever try to shave, have your parents walk you through how to use it, okay? Razor blades are sharp. They can definitely hurt you, and you want to make sure that you're using it right, okay? So before you use one, consult your mom and dad or your older brother, older sister, whoever takes care of you. They will show you how to use this. They'll probably model it for you, and then they'll help you do it before you start doing it on your own, okay? So just again, obligated to show you guys this since it is a hygiene tool used at the high school level. It helps us to stay clean and trim. Cool, so this is a razor blade. All right, last one. These are feminine hygiene products, okay? And so feminine hygiene products are used to keep a woman's body healthy and clean, okay? Now that you guys are in high school, a few of you might be experiencing your menstruation. And so these products, in addition to a pad or a tampon, would be used to help keep you cleanly when that happens, all right? Boys don't go through this, so boys don't have to use this. There are definitely scented wipes that boys can use when they go to the bathroom, but these are specifically formulated for female bodies, okay? And so you would use this to wipe yourself, all right? And then spray so you smell good. Cool? So these are feminine hygiene products. All right, I know I went through a lot, so sorry to overwhelm you guys. But again, we're just talking about hygiene at the high school level. What it looks like, what tools we use. You're more than welcome to ask your mom and dad for these tools, or maybe an older brother or sister who can walk you through how to use it, okay? And the point of all this is to keep our bodies healthy and clean. All of the products I just mentioned keep you healthy and clean. They help you to smell good, they help you to stay clean, which contributes to your overall health and wellness, which is something that we all really care about, okay? I will see you guys later today in your Zoom sessions. Take care.